Hey everybody, Eric Lima here. You'll get watching another episode and video from my secondary YouTube channel and vlog in which I present to all of you my sentimental thoughts come from my heart and my soul, and my mental oddball shenanigans come from my mind and brain. This is EML77 TV episode 818. What's going on? August the 31st, excuse me, 2020, 12:33 p.m. That's right, last day of August, folks, and I've already given my final thoughts for August 2020, but just one thing that I realized, actually one thing that's inspired me to talk about what I want to talk about today, my sisters, Tyra and Jasmine. As you know, they have their own YouTube channel called Keeping Up with the Limas. Check them out, you'll like them. They always have good, interesting things to say, and totally awesome. They did a wonderful job on this upcoming video. I just watched it not too long ago. In fact, it was probably a few seconds ago. Excellent video they done. They swapped clothes. They swapped each other's clothes. My sister Jaira is wearing my sister Jasmine's clothes. My sister Jaira is wearing Jasmine's clothes. The point of that is to don't change, to be yourself, and that's what I want to talk about today. Because I've been realizing, and I just looking back at what's been going on, and here's the ultimate plan. Here's the ultimate way I'm thinking. And you know what? Didn't want to bring this up. But lately, I've been getting trolled on a whole lot worse than to realize. But then it just had a light bulb went off in my head, and this light and it's something that I just realized that the goal of the trolls is to basically try to destroy you from a mental standpoint. Try to destroy your original personality. To make you change. To make you change into somebody that you don't want to be like. And destroy your confidence, destroy your abilities to do what you want to do. And I've been thinking about this, and I've been thinking about this for a long time. And, not only does they want your attention, but they want to destroy you. To lift themselves up. They want to tear you down to pick themselves up. And that's the problem that I have with that. And they try to do everything they can. They say everything under the sun. They say everything. Oh, we know your family. We know your friends. We know you this, that, and everything else. And they claim to know them, but I don't believe them. And that's the thing. A lot of these trolls are younger than me. I have a hunch that's why I call them kids. They're not exactly kids, but young punks who just don't respect the elders. I'm 43 years old. A lot of people tell me, you're 43 years old. If you want me to act my age, this is the way I'm going about it. Because the fact of the matter is, because I'm trying to, I was brought up in the old school. With good manners, respect for others, and just say yes, sir, no, sir, Mr. and Mrs. I try to show people respect. Nowadays, the problem is that the young people have not been taught respect. So basically, this is what they do. They get away with this. They hide behind computers. Hide behind keyboards, regular profile pics. They don't use their names and all that. And they figured they can get away with it by making fun of their celebrities, and stuff like that. And stalk celebrities, call them names, get personal, and try to do everything they can to really shatter you to the point where the internet's toxic. I don't want to do anything. But when the ultimate goal is to communicate with your loved ones, your family, and your friends. And there are people out there that are trying to stop this because they want, it's like they want the whole world to revolve around them. And the fact of the matter is that, when people come at you like that, your first intention is to bite back, to call names and all that. But after careful consideration, after what I've been through from yesterday with the whole situation, I want to thank my friend Thomas Willis because he has my back ever since, and I do appreciate that wholeheartedly. And Thomas Willis is a good friend of mine, a great friend, good kid, awesome dude. Be around. He's a good family man, a husband, and totally awesome person to be around. Totally wonderful guy. Very calm, very relaxed sometimes. And that's why I'm giving you a shout out, Tom. Thomas Willis. And I just realized something that Trolls, I know your game. I know what your operation is. I know what you. I may not have a clue about who you are, but I know your game. It doesn't matter who you are. It's all about the game that you play, and I know it. It is. Everything you say is nothing but mind games, scare tactics, schoolyard type tactics that you learn in elementary school, just to try to chase me off the internet. And it seems, okay, that's not, they say, oh, okay, that's not working. We'll keep on doing it and doing it and doing it. And it's like, I don't know what the point is. Oh, okay, we'll make videos and make fun of you and, all this good stuff. You want me to change. You want me to change just for you. Well, guess what? That's not happening. I am who I am. I like being myself. I like me. All right? You don't like any of my videos, don't watch them. I mean, don't subscribe. You know what's funny? When I had my old channel, when I was doing videos on my old channel since 2016, the trolls subscribed to me just to harass me. I'm like, if you don't like any of my videos, why you subscribe to me? Like, if you subscribe to me, why are you harassing me, dude? I mean, seriously. I mean, come on now. It's one of those things where you just, I'm like, sometimes you want to go, are these people thinking clearly? That that's funny about the city in Bedford and everything else. It's like, it's, how do I explain this? All right, marijuana is legal here in Massachusetts. It's like, I don't know if anybody is smoking a lot of it, but you know what? I don't smoke marijuana. I don't do drugs or anything like that. But it's like, how much weed do you have to smoke to be so stupid? I mean, I'm like, I'm sitting here, okay, and it's like, this Trolley the Troll. He claims he knows me and everything else. If he has a grudge against me, dude, if you have a grudge against me, don't talk to me. All right, I don't want you to talk to me. I don't want you. I'm like, dude, I don't want anything to do with you. If you don't want anything to do with me, I don't know you. You don't know me. And it's like, yeah, I have no idea who you are, and you claim to be close to me. Yeah, right. Come on now, really? What's the mind games you play, man? I know the games you're playing, and you're not going to scare me off the internet. Bottom line is this. Anybody out there that wants me to change just for them, screw it. Screw you. I don't want to. I want to be myself, and I want to be who I want to be. And that's me. All right? I want to be the person that God created me to be, and that's me. All right? There's people out there like me for me. I don't care. They don't care how much money I have. They don't care where I live. They want to make sure that I'm well. They want to make sure I'm happy where I'm at. They want to make sure that they like me for me. And they don't care what subjects I talk about. And that's another thing too. Some of these internet trolls complain about how I talk about my ex-crush. It's not a way of, oh, I lost her, I'll never get her back. It's nothing like that. It's just basically to help others who have been in my situation before. Obsessed with somebody they love, obsessed with celebrities. I'm trying to tell them from my experience. This is experience talking here, folks. I'm talking from experience. I know what it's like to like somebody and try to go after that person, only for them not to like me back. And I always say, here's an idea. Do not pursue this. If I went back in time, all right, if I had a time machine, I would have went back in time to 1990 and told my 13-year-old self, hey, that girl Paulette over there, don't pursue her. Do not try chasing after her. Just be yourself. Just be friendly. That's it. Just go on your life, have fun. Of course, when you grounded from every single activity of your favorite activity, there's nothing but church and all that. You tend to go crazy, and unfortunately, that was in my situation. I never got a chance to watch any TV. I never had, as far every time I get grounded from TV, I get grounded from Nintendo. Listen to my radio, or playing baseball cards. That's the way my parents punished me, because back then, spanking the kids was a no-no. And so that's the only thing I had. It was church and people, and back then. And it is kind of ridiculous, but until 1998 when I moved down here to the parents' basement, my fun activities were limited. All right. And I usually get grounded from going to youth group events. Like one time I got grounded from going to Mount Monadnock. One time I got grounded from going to the movies. And this was when I was a kid. I was when I was a young teenager back in the day. You know, my father always tells me, use your head, don't do stupid things. You know what I mean? My parents looked out after me. They want to make sure that I'm going to be safe and I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be, everything that's happened to me. They want me to live my life good. Yeah, they were a little harsh, but that's the way they discipline me. And the fact of it is that nowadays a lot of people have a problem with what I'm talking about and what I'm saying. Here's an idea. You don't like any of my videos? Don't watch them, duh. I mean, come on now. If you don't want me to be on the internet, there's a thing called a block button. Use it on me. Block me. Block me. You don't want to see my face on the internet? Block me. Duh. I mean, it's like a light bulb going off in your head or something, people? I mean, my goodness. I mean, seriously, folks, I'm going to be myself here on YouTube. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. And if you're not down with that, dudes, I got 2 words for you. I don't need to say the 2 words. Because, I'm a wrestling fan. And in fact, what's really hilarious is that, yeah, and you think, okay, the trolls have gotten in your head or something like that. Yeah, maybe they have. But you know what, though? They can make me think, too, sometimes. And figure that I want to encourage everybody out there to don't change for anybody. Be who you are. Be yourself. If you feel you need to change, do it for yourself. Change for yourself. If there's something in your life you need to change, do it for yourself. To make yourself feel better. Alright? That is if. But as far as your personality is concerned, don't change who you are. But as far as lifestyle or, things that you like or dislike and all that, you want to change up a little bit, don't be afraid to change it up a little bit. But as far as you, being you who you are, don't change that at all. Don't be somebody that you're not. That's the thing. That's the thing my sisters taught. Don't be somebody that you're not. Because being yourself was more important than being honest with yourself. Listen, I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. My family's not perfect. People say my family's weird. Gee, tell me something I don't know. You don't say, huh? Your family's weird. Yeah, my family's weird, so what? The whole world is weird. Everybody in the world is weird. Not just us. I'm weird. Look at me. I'm wearing an 80s t-shirt. Hey, laser lips. Your mama was a snowblower. Dudes, I'm weird. I have no problem with that. You tell me, me or my family's weird. Duh. Yeah, I already know that. I mean, so what? You get on my case because I'm not normal. Seriously? Seriously, is what all about? I'm not normal? Dude, you're not normal. You being upset with me, you're not normal. Nobody here is normal. Nobody in this world is normal. We're all different. That's the fun part about life. And people, we're all different people, different languages, different colors of skins, different personalities. We're all different. We should be proud of ourselves. Being who we are. We should be proud of ourselves and being who we are. And you got a bunch of whiny kids, whiny, immature adults on the internet, hide behind a keyboard, hide behind stupid-looking pictures, telling you, you're this, you're that, you're a loser, you're this or that. We don't want you on the internet. You're nothing. Don't listen to those idiots. Be yourselves. It's a lot of fun being yourself than being somebody that you're not. I'm having a great time laughing because it's something, I look back on all this that's happened to me and I'm going, dear Lord, why did I argue with a bunch of idiots? Why am I arguing with a bunch of idiots online? It just hit me like a bolt of lightning, not on the one on Bullseye, by the way. An actual bolt of lightning out of the blue, like an RKO out of nowhere. It hit me there and then that I'm proud of, that I should be proud of being who I am as myself. You may say everything about me. Let me tell you something right now. Some of it's true, some of it's not. I don't know. I can say that I'm not perfect. I am not Mr. Super Goody Two Shoes. I make mistakes. I did things that I was not proud of. And here you're like, okay, we're going to expose you. Really? Really? Tell everybody something that we don't know. Dudes, I'm not perfect. I admit I am not perfect. I am not Super Goody Two-Shoe man. I try to live my life in an honest fashion. I try to do everything in an honest way. I got my job. I got a job in the honest way. I drive a car. I buy cars. I bought my car. I buy stuff in an honest way. Maybe the pandemic has affected your brains. I mean, excuse me. I mean, it's just too funny that people say, oh, we're going to expose you. You're a fraud. I'm a fraud? Really? Oh, that's funny. I'm a fraud, really. Yeah, you know what? I'm real. I exist. A fraud is something, is somebody that they're not. I'm being myself here. I'm going to look up the word fraud for, a wrongful criminal deception intended to result in financial or personal gain. A person or thing intended to deceive others by typically justifiably claiming or being credited with accomplishments or qualities. Listen, I don't have accomplishments or qualities. I'm not credited with anything. Just to let you guys know. I'm just being me. I'm just being me, enjoying the things, and if I accomplish something good, then that's great. Praise God. I move on. On to the next thing. On to the next level. You bother looking up the word fraud in the thing. The definition doesn't describe who I am. I'm just me. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm not the most perfect person in the universe. Like I said, if I was perfect, I would have every freaking woman trying to break down my door and wanting to marry the heck out of me. Guess what? Ain't happening because I know I'm not perfect. I mean, that's what the beauty of being myself is. And here's people trying to tear me down, trying to chase me off the internet. That's their goal. Basically, is to get me off the internet. That's when they don't have to look at my face. They don't like my face. They don't like the way I look. Dudes, guess what? Too bad. I'm here. I'm not. Did I do anything? Did I crap in your cereal when you were kids? I don't know. You talk to me like I did that to you. I mean, come on. Bunky, the litter box. A little line from Police Academy 2, by the way. So I'm sitting here and I'm going, why do these people talk to me like they know me, like they have a grudge against me, like they, I'm thinking to myself, I said, self, these idiots are trying to get to you. You know the game they play. Yeah, I know the games these trolls play. Yeah. And guess what? I'm not changing for anybody. I'm not kowtowing to anybody. Because I only have one person I need to answer to, and that's the Lord. And that's the Lord Himself. Nobody else. People think they have dirt on me and all that. Well, yeah, I'm a celebrity. Well, you're the paparazzi. Take pictures. I don't know how people claim they have info on me. Really? Were you stalking me the whole time? If you were stalking me, I don't know who you are. I have no idea who any of these people are. So what? So what? I love being myself. You guys got a problem being myself? Here's an idea. Don't bother subscribe to my channel and move on. Move on. Move along. Move along. Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye now. Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye. Bye. 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 You want me to delete my YouTube videos? Ain't happening. Unless I feel like it. Alright? You hate my videos, then move on. Basically that's all the trolls are doing. It's like, hey, listen. I just basically say, listen, you don't like my videos? Don't explain to me why you dislike my videos or you hate my videos. Don't explain why. Just move on. Just move on. Move on. Move on. Give it a dislike and move on. I don't want to hear any excuses. I don't want any excuses why you don't like me. Oh, you don't like the friends I have? Well, guess what? Move on. Move on. Move on. You know, but you don't want to do that. You want to get a rise out of me. You want to make me angry. You want to make, turn me into some kind of evil monster or something like that. That's too funny. That's too funny to me, because the fact of the matter is this: I know who I am, what I am, and what I'm all about. If you chumps out there have a problem with that, guess what? You get 2 words. Move on. You don't like to see me on the internet? Find me on social media? Block me. Block me. That way you don't have to see my mug. You don't have to see my ugly mug anyway. You don't have to see any of my posts. You don't have to see anything You don't have to see anything. I'll be like John Cena. You can't see me. You don't want to see me? You don't want to see John Cena? All right. Treat me like I'm John Cena. You can't see me. Dudes. I'm myself. I like being myself. Jira, Jasmine, excellent job on that video. Keep up. You had a great work. Keep making more videos. Hopefully a lot of people can learn from you ladies. Yes, I am proud of my sisters. Yeah, they got more views than me, so what? All right? I don't care about views and likes for me. For them, it's a good thing, because they want to learn. They want to teach. They want to learn and teach. They're young. And as a big brother, I'm supportive. Gotta be the supportive big brother here. I mean, listen, I'm not going to be perfect. Never going to be perfect. I'm going to make mistakes. Listen, the Apostle Paul wrote, I'm a chief of sinners. Right here, sinner, me. I sinned in the past. I sinned in the present. I'm going to sin in the future. But all I know is God will forgive me. God knows what I did in the past. He knows what I'm doing in the present. And He'll know what I'm going to do in the future. I don't know why people want to expose me. They think I'm some kind of fraud or something, a loser or something like that. Listen, I'm not exactly Mr. Success Story. I'm not exactly this high star. I don't get it. Why you come after me? Because I'm different. I act different. I talk different. I do things different. I look different. And I think trolling me on the internet is probably the worst excuse for a person to say they dislike me. Worst excuse ever. To say, I don't like you, I don't like the way you look, and then fine, move on with your life, because I really don't even care about you either. Just move on, dude. Move on. Block me from all your social media feeds. You don't like looking at me, you don't like the way I talk, you don't like me talking about things, then move on. Move on. Here's some money. Here's a quarter, call someone who cares. Move on, people. Guys crack me up, though. Seriously, the guys crack me up. It's like, what's your point? It's like, all your troll-like comments are like a night court episode. What's your point? What's your point? What's your point? You always talk about the past. You always talk about the action. Oh, please. As far as Pauline's concerned, I'm not concerned about her. She's okay. She's married. Like I said, she's got her life together. She's doing just fine. I'm doing just fine as well. I don't need to worry about her. I'm okay. She's okay. Everyone's okay. I mean, come on. Yes, we have fallouts. Yes, we haven't spoken to each other, but there's a reason for everything. Why, people? There's a reason for everything. The reason why, there's reasons. There's reasons, dude. Reasons. Reasons, people. Reasons. Let's look at the reasons. It's to help others. Try not to make the same mistakes I made in life. I speak from experience. Yes, I'm 43 years old. That's why I like to speak from experience. Stuff that's happened to me in my past. I bring that out to help others to realize, how did I survive it? So I can help you all out there to survive your lives. Yes, the time period of the 80s and 90s is a lot different than the time period, obviously, today. I get that. But the fact of the matter is, Yes, when I was your age, I'd been through a lot of things in my life, young people. And I want to help you guys out, and I want to speak from experience that way. You know, I learned something from the Lion King. You can either run from it or learn from your past. And that's what I did. I'm learning from my past. I'm learning my mistakes from my past. Everybody does not get that. Don't get that. You don't get all these people. All these people don't understand. All these people. That's my worst Jerry Seinfeld impression ever. I'm trying to make a funny episode out of this as well, you know. This is the bottom line to this. I'm not going to change who I am. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to keep going with this thing. If I have to make changes, it's going to be from the physical standpoint, not the mental, not the spiritual, not the personal standpoint. Okay? I'm going to be who I am, and that's myself. I'm going to be supportive big brother to my sisters, who are doing a wonderful job on their YouTube channel, keeping up with the Lemas. I like that. I love my parents. I'm really proud of them. I love living here, and you know what though? Listen, a lot of things have happened to me in my past. Sure, you know, I used to get in trouble in school a couple of times, and I got detention a couple of times back in the day. You know, I stayed after school a lot back in the day in the public schools. I got disciplined in the Christian school. Yes, I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot in my young years. Hey, grown out of them, yes. I know a lot of you are aggravated when I talk about my ex-crush, sure, you know. Listen, like I said before, I'm not worried about that. I'm speaking from experience. That's the whole goal. Because there's people out there, they have the same, they could be in the same boat that I was back in the day. I say, hey, listen, this is what happened to me, and I'm trying to, you know, and I want to make sure that you don't make the same mistakes I make. So I'm speaking from experience. A lot of you trolls don't realize that. A lot of you people don't realize that. Well, guess what? That's how I think. And now I'm talking like Jeff Goldblum here. Come on now. Yes indeed, you know, I'm having a lot of fun here. I'm having a lot of fun. For me, I'm doing this thing on YouTube just to have fun. Just to have fun with all you. Talk wrestling, talk my Red Sox, even though the Red Sox have been struggling this year. They won. They beat the defending champs, the world champs, the Washington Nationals. A couple games. Bobby Dalbec made his debut after the Red Sox unloaded Keith Moreland. Hit a home run for his first major league hit. Congratulations, Bobby Dalbec. He's our new first baseman. And I got to tell you, I think for me, I expected this to happen because the COVID-19 has changed a lot about sports, and I expected, you know, a lot of teams to struggle and a lot of players to opt out. A lot of teams to struggle, and, you know, our teams that were struggling. Right now, the Bruins are struggling against the Lightning. I knew the Lightning, Tampa Bay Lightning, always been tough on the Bruins. That's how it is. How we're going to stop, you know, Tuukka Rask shouldn't have walked out. A lot of people were upset with that. I mean, you know what? He was looking out for his family, and I can understand that. You know, so sometimes there's a lot more important things in sports, you know. And then you got the Celtics who beat the Raptors, the defending champs. The Toronto Raptors are the defending champs this year. And just, you know, it's kind of crazy about a lot of things are happening, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh my goodness. You know, you look at sports, and we don't know if we're going to have a football season this year. I'm hoping we have a football season this year. I want to see how the Patriots do with Cam Newton. You know? Cam Newton's probably the most enthusiastic player. You know? This is the first ever season post Tom Brady. So this is going to be a little bit of fun, you know? Am I going to buy more stuff on the internet? Yes, I will. Am I going to play more video games? Yes, I will. I got this. So, you know, I want to thank Thomas Wells for helping me discover one of these bad boys. You know, he wants me to buy it just for Shovel Knight only, but now I'm buying all these crazy games. I'm an old school arcade archivist, you know what I mean? Oh, boy. What a day, what a day, what a day. It's Monday, I'm going nuts here. And before I conclude this video, this episode of 818 of EML77 TV, I'd like to do something a little bit of fun for you guys. You know, a little bit of fun would be nice. Dad jokes. Yes, why do they call them dad jokes? It's like, you know, dads tell them and they're the only ones that think it's funny, and no one else is laughing. And your father tells you a joke at the table, and you're all looking at him like, really, Dad? Really? You know? That could be the reason why they call them dad jokes. Yeah, I want to look up the word dad jokes. I want to see why they call them dad jokes. You know, yeah, cringeworthy, nothing funny, an old, overused pun delivered by a middle-aged. Okay, that's why we got it. You know, and this one's for my. Okay, this joke here is I get my dad joke of the week. All right, this is the one I made up. I'm, even though I would be having the same age as a dad, but even though I'm not a dad myself, I come up with cringy jokes. People talk about, oh, your videos are cringe. I'll tell cringy jokes. What about, or as Grimm would say, cringe carnival type jokes. It's all from my local friends out there who are familiar with this place that I'm going to talk about. Hey, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson decided to visit Rhode Island back in the 80s and early 90s while his father was wrestling. You know his favorite amusement park to go to while visiting Rhode Island? Rocky Point. Get it? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Rocky Point. Rocky Point. What, The Rock? Rocky Point, get it? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson visited his favorite amusement park in Rhode Island. Rocky Point. The Rock, get it? Rocky Point. Oh, I give myself sometimes. That's great. I gotta write that dad joke on Facebook because that's hilarious. So. Oh, everybody probably looking, really, Eric? Really? That's the worst joke you come up with. Hey, listen, I used to tell funny jokes and puns back in the day, man. Time for me to go back to my roots, you know what I mean? Alright, so bottom line, folks, I'm going to be myself. I'm going to keep going with this thing. I don't care what the trolls and haters and bullies have to say. They can go. They can go do that. Okay? I'll see you guys later. God's blessings to each and every one of you. I'll see you in episode 819. I'll probably talk about the Raw recap from the Thunderdome. It's the fallout from Payback. All three titles have changed hands. Lashley, the new United States Champion, beating Apollo Crews. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, the new Women's Tag Team Champions. And Roman Reigns, your new Universal Heavyweight Champion. Gonna be crazy this week. Is Retribution going to get involved? Is the ring going to collapse again? We don't know for sure. All right, is Raw Underground coming back? Is Retribution going to cause a lot of trouble? All those questions will be answered tonight. And we will see what the story is. Okay? I'll see ya. I'll see you in episode 819. Peace.